What's up guys, welcome back to part 2 on my Sombra guide series. In the last part we took a look at Sombra's ultimate translocator and we talked about hacking health packs. To have some of my personal gameplay, and in it I tried to apply the tips I gave you guys on my own gameplay, and I must say I did have a few god games with her and where I dominated the enemy team, but if I ever had a chance to research Sombra and play her in comp again, I would have to say no. The pressure of you picking her is too high, and really almost every time I got slammed in voice chat for even picking her, much less playing her, which resulted in losses by teammates who threw on purpose because I picked her in comp thinking it was a troll pick. I've probably gotten more reports than I can count. Sure, some of them are reporting me because Sombra was not working in that particular game and or comp, but the amount of people who just troll picked and threw on purpose because of my pick is way too high. When I was playing good, it was the same story, and just want to say that this has been a very bad experience. Some of you might ask why I only played Sombra. That's because I'm traveling to Switzerland on Wednesday and I had no time to play her. No, to not play her. With that being said, let's get into the guide. I mentioned this topic a bit in my last video and I just want to expand on it, and it's something that I noticed Cody, the pro player that's kind of the focus of this series and kind of what inspired me to do this series, do, and he does it a lot. It was very fluid in terms of how he picked his target, and that's hacking preference. So hacking preference is kind of like this hierarchy of who and when you should hack, if at all. So top tier targets for hacking is characters who rely on shields for their health. Characters like Sims and Zarya, all of these characters have shields in their health, which makes them targets for Sombra. Now Zarya being a tank means that she will only lose 200 HP, which is not that big of a deal. She's a tank, she also has her ability to shield herself, so killing her alone one-on-one is gonna be hard, especially if she notices you while you're hacking her. But more squishier characters like Zen and Sim will take more of a hit from getting half or more than half of their health reduced. Now Zen is probably the easiest to kill since he is reduced to 50 HP and he is the slowest moving character in game, which will result in a sure kill most of the time unless he is being protected and healed by teammates. It's a sure kill. Next up is characters who rely on abilities to stay alive, which is characters like Reinhardt. Without a shield he is very vulnerable and can be easily killed if he is exposed. Feral, although harder to hack, if hacked, easily killed by hit scans and people who just are around her and can kill her because she can't use her boost and or her E ability to just boop herself away. Genji is an easy target because he can't reflect the hack, neither can Diva. Both of those characters can just get hacked and be pretty much useless. They can zip around, fly around, and they're easy to kill, especially if I was Zarya on your team and someone who just zaps Genji into oblivion. Mei, Tracer, Reaper, Winston, Bastion, these are some of the characters that don't really rely on their abilities, but they are vulnerable without them. Reaper and Mei kind of the same story. They use their shift abilities to escape incoming fire and to get away or just to heal up. Winston uses his shift ability to just get away and to initiate. Bastion cannot go into turret mode and he is not very good in his base form. Tracer can zip around, and being that is her only trait that makes her good. Without that she's just a 150 damage dealer, which is very very bad. Her 150 health has no shield as well, so basically she is gonna die if she gets hacked unless she gets very very lucky. And like I said, not all of these characters rely on their abilities, but they are very vulnerable without them. Now hacking characters like Roadhog, Torb, Lucio in certain situations and Junkrat is not a big impact because they do not need their abilities to stay alive. They can survive without them for a longer period of time. It should be noted that hacking should not take privilege over shooting and killing someone. Unless hacking them is the only way, you should not go out and actively hack people unless you see a Symmetra that's alone with no turrets nearby. Unless you see a Zen that's alone, you could easily kill them. And even hacking Zarya to help some of your teammates that have more damage potential to kill her could be very useful. But in no way am I saying just go and hack these characters if you see them. If you get the ability, if you're on high ground, if you have the hands up on them, and if you're gonna benefit from it, you should definitely hack them. And like I said, hacking the Roadhogs, Torbs, Lucios, or Junkrats. Lucios, if you hack him on speed boost, he stays on speed boost. He does not lose his ability because his ability is passive, just like Genji will not lose the ability to double jump or climb, and Hanzo will not lose the ability to climb. He will not lose the ability to speed boost and or heal, but he will stay on that ability which you hacked him on. If you get him on speed boost, it can be very much easy to kill him, but that's kind of just just like wishing you hacked him there and doing stuff like that. Roadhog, the only thing that doesn't benefit him here is he can't heal, although he has 600 HP, and yeah, if you do hack him, it can, spell his death, but I do think he's not one of the main characters you should be hacking if there are characters with shields who rely on their health, and basically, characters I just kind of mentioned in this hierarchy of hacking preferences, so to speak. Next up is me talking about something that probably isn't a big thing, but it's using your invisibility and your shift ability to try to contest, move, and or capture objectives. If not cap them, then just forcing the enemy team to come to the point, payload, and or objective. So using the usual setup of hacking a health pack, putting down your translocator, and going to the enemies, you instead go into the objective, forcing the enemy to come, or just getting a lucky cap if they don't come to the payload, to the objective. In any case, it's more often than not going to split up the enemy team, and if your team is coordinated, you can kill them easily. But this is a very opportunistic and very hopeful strategy, so I would not set my mind to use this as a surefire way to win unless you're in a 6-stack, unless you're with some people who are coordinated and are going to use that opportunity of the enemy team being split to focus down the characters who can just be killed easily because there's more of you than there's of them. So that's kind of like the strategy of this. Also, a little side note is that when you go invisible to run away from enemy fire, more often than not, you can't stand right next to them. You can, and they will go away, because that's kind of the point of being invisible, and that could save you a lot of time and effort from people just usually get scared, they run away as far away as they can. But if you see them retracting, especially on capture point, because it's so symmetrical, they just go away on payload and stuff like that. I get it, they're attacking you, you're defending. It's kind of like, if I go here, they're definitely going to be here, but most people stick to the point and outside the point. And if you just see someone that they start attacking you, you do not have to just go as far away as you can. You can just stand like right next to them if you can, and they won't notice you, because that's kind of the point of being invisible. That's kind of like the plus side of having invisibility and not being invincible, like Reaper is. But still think that Reaper does have a better ability in terms of shift abilities, because this makes you very vulnerable. You can't use it if you want to escape unless you get a lucky translocator in the air plus shift, and that's just stuff that you should know if you want to play Sombra. Now that's kind of it for this episode. I know it's kind of short and only like 2 little tips have been given, but I had to split this up. It's like I didn't do it on purpose. It's just like I have to. It's like if I make a longer video, it's gonna take a while to upload. Like 10-minute videos I usually make take like 2-3 hours to upload, and I do not want to do that, and especially because I need videos because I'm traveling. It's 5 in the morning, I'm recording this. If you're not noticing, I'm trying to stay as quiet as possible because my mom is sleeping, and if she hears me, she's gonna be pissed because she has to get up early and I don't want to wake her up, and it's like this whole clusterfuck I still haven't packed. I'm very stressed out right now, but I want to get this video out. Hopefully I can edit it in like an hour or two, upload it, schedule it, make one video before we start the day, and just kind of be at peace of mind, because I'm gonna have videos while I'm away, which is gonna be like, I'm calm, I can enjoy myself. If I don't, I'm probably gonna be a little stressed out, because I could have made a video. But how would I summarize my Sombra guide series? I think the guide could help a lot of you. It did help me, especially because I knew everything and I watch a lot of Cody's gameplay, which I suggested do. It can make her viable in some sort of way. On icon wall on defense, on icon wall on attack, not so much. Some specific maps are like really good to her, and really some maps are bad to her. From what I've noticed is it's just all luck, from me at least. And if you're a very experienced Sombra player, which I don't think there's many of you that are experienced Sombra players, but there could be, kind of following these tips and just generally not playing her as everyone tells you, like Stylosa. And I'm not saying they're bad YouTubers, I'm saying they probably got the wrong impression of how you should play her. And even I did at the beginning, but everything comes to light. Her skill cap is very high, as with Ana. Ana is kind of like everyone knows how to play Ana, pretty much, I hope at least. Sombra is kind of weird because no one still knows how to play her. People are still going around hacking every health pack to think that they're helping the team when they're not. They're doing some stuff that really should at this point be basic stuff that you should not do with Sombra. But my summary is I would not play her again ever, although I do think she can be viable. I just think that it's way too stressful for me. I lost like 200 SR just because in some I'm gonna be honest, some situations she was just not viable. In other situations she was just viable, and people still roasted me for playing her, and it's just like very stupidly stressful, unnecessary stressful at points. So that's kind of my summary of the Sombra research footage and gameplay gathering I did. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like. If you didn't, make sure to dislike. I would love that. Make sure to subscribe. I'm on my road to 1.5k. Currently very tired. I can't wait to travel to Switzerland and just have fun. See you guys later. Peace.